Great, yes. So welcome. Let's move. Today we're going to focus a little bit more on medial glutes than we normally do, and you will see what I mean later. Okay, so we'll just start with our warm-up. One step, one tap out to the side. Get your arms going with it as well. Hello, whoever just came, I can't see from here. And two more. Okay, so now two steps and we'll change the arm position, get the arms warmed up a little bit more. Last one, high knees engaged and using the abs to bring that knee up high. And a few more. Some ham curls, warming up the hamstrings and also the quads. And then tapping out with the arms going up. And then across the chest. Some heels, so heel, warming up the Achilles tendon and ankles a little bit more. Go at your own pace, as you know, listen to your body, modify anything if you want to. If you hate something, don't do it. Choose something else. Last one, two taps, and then add the arms. Last ones. Okay, bicep curls and march. I'm gonna close this door. My dogs are barking. They never bark like that when I'm not teaching lately, but lately they've been barking like that. Okay, so we're gonna put one leg forward. Keep the legs hip width apart. Bring the shoulders forward and then open up. Forward, open up. And one more. All right, putting the arms up like this. We're gonna lift that back heel and then release it. This warms up the calves and the Achilles tendon again, and the ankle. All right, make sure the knees are both slightly bent and putting the arms in cactus position, rotate to one side and then the other. So listening to your knee, make sure to listen to your knees and make sure they're not twisting. And if they are, you can move your knees with you. Okay, so engaging and coming forward so that most of the weight's on your front leg and your back heel is up. And you can always put your hand on your balance support. We're gonna lift the back foot a little bit, maybe 1 inch. You can always hold on if that doesn't work. And just try it a few times. All right, nice. The other side. Putting the other leg forward. Make sure the legs are hip width apart. Forward and then open up. Bring those shoulders forward. Put the arms forward. Lift that back heel and then release it. Release. And then bend the knees a little bit more and rotate to one side and the other. Last one. Shifting the weight forward. Taking most of the weight in the front leg, and then see if you can lift the back one a little bit, holding on or not. Lift. All right, nice. Let's take a water break because I need it for my throat. Got a little, I don't know, pollen in my throat or something right now. Oh yay, Kathy's here. Yay. All right. So I'm gonna do a little warm up with the abductors, the outer thighs. So you can hold on to your balance support and take that leg out. We're warming up because if you have a loop and you want to use it, we're going to use the loop after this. So we're trying to get these muscles warm before we use the loop. All right, the other side, avoiding any momentum. So what I mean by that is avoiding throwing it up. Just try to use the muscles, even if you can't go super high up. Using the muscles, not momentum. Last one. Okay. So some good mornings. Pushing the hips way back. The knees bend, the back is parallel to the floor, the torso is parallel. And you can always do it without a balance support. All right, continuing to warm up just for a little bit longer, going into a chair pose, bringing the arms up and down. And then coming up slowly and pushing back into that chair pose. Nice long spine. Staying down in the chair pose and pedaling the feet. So I wore my light sneakers so you can see them better. And one more set of two. Nice. Reaching up. Come back down. Plie. Come back up. And one more plie. Okay. Here's the next set of abductions. Okay. This is different though. We're going to take the foot up. The standing leg can have a slight bend in it. You're going to turn that leg all the way in at the hip. Keep it there and then come up. Lots of control. Up. This works the medial glutes, really important for strengthening the hips. And really important to strengthen the hips for lots of reasons, including our proper gait, avoiding back pain, supporting the knees. So I've been into these lately. All right, take a rest. The other side, turning it in at the hip. The other leg can be soft, the knee soft, and lift it out to the side. Last one. Okay. Woohoo. Let's do two more. I think we did 10 on the other side. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put the loop on now. Please sit down and take your time putting the loop on. We'll put it above the knees. So be really careful so you don't trip putting it on. I do it all the time, so I have a little method to do it standing up, but I often sit down to do it anyway. My method is holding on to something. Okay. So I'll give you another moment. Have some water if you're waiting and you'd like some. Okay, so the first thing we will do is regular abductions. So just with the feet forward, out to the side. Make sure the standing leg has a micro bend in it. Last one. You're gonna go back up and hold it up and pulse, 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 pulse. All right, take a moment. This is not easy. If you find that it's too much with the loop on, feel free to take it, take your time and take it off. All right, the other side. Hold it up and pulse, pulse. So this is really hard. It's not easy. And these are newish loops. So, because we don't use them that much. So they're pretty tight. They're pretty challenging. Okay, so we're gonna do another set, but this time turning the leg in like we did before. So turning that leg in at the hip. The standing leg is soft. Take it out, out. It's not easy. All right, take a rest. And the other side. Turning it in and out. Using muscles, not momentum. Okay, with the loop on, we're gonna put our feet apart, externally rotate them a little bit, and do a squat. Trying to press those knees out so they track the toes. Squat. Engaging the glutes, driving up. So this is not a sumo squat, it's called a goblet squat. In a goblet squat, we put your legs wherever is comfortable for you. Everybody's body is different. And go as low as you can. Keeping that back nice and spine nice and tall. Nice and long spine. And one more or less. All right, nice. Okay, so let's take the loops off. Take a moment to do it. You can sit down if you would like. Grab your medium weights. All right. Roll the shoulders back. So we did not do light weights today. Just went right to medium. So my weights are not really medium for me, but I try not to work out in each. I try not to use weights in every single class because that would be overtraining. So what we're doing here is hammer curls, up in 1, down in 3. In the count of 3. All right, what we're gonna do next is go up in 1 and then go just halfway down. Up in 1, halfway down. Shoulders are down and back. Last one, and give it a little rest. Okay, it's gonna be a bicep curl with just one arm. And if you would like, you can lift the opposite leg and do your bicep curls like this. You can always lift one knee like this and also have your hand on your balance support. One more. Okay. So you can lift that knee. Of course, it's optional. You can also hold on with your other hand and do bicep curls with your left arm. Really engage abs if you are trying to balance. Engaging the abs helps a lot. I lost my balance. And one more. Okay. Um, so we're just going to have one medium weight now. Lateral lunges. So it's going to be taking the medium weight and just going out to the side like that. Shifting the weight to the outside leg. That outside leg will bend. You can have a little bend in your elbow if that works better for you. Last one. Okay, the other side. So if you find that it got real heavy, you can certainly put a bend in it, and that ends up to be a lateral raise. Okay. Keeping the shoulder down, even though you're making a lateral raise or a raise. All right, put both weights down. We're going to do some lateral lunges with no weights now. Working those legs. So in this one, we'll push off the floor and let our legs stay straight. We've done this before. I'll show you what I mean. Go out, push off, and let the legs stay straight like this. So you have to get used to it at first. It's a little weird at first. It's a really great leg strengthener. Last one. The other side. Last one. Okay, let's go to the mat and have your medium weights with you as always. Please stay hydrated as well. Ooh, it's 10:20. We have about, let's work out for 6 more minutes and then we will stretch. Okay, we'll start with some ab work. All right, so lying on the mat, pull the low back into the mat and keep it there. And inhale, exhale, bring one leg up, and we're gonna dip that heel down to the floor, to the mat. So the only joint we're using here is the hip joint, keeping the leg at 90 degrees. And the goal here is to keep your core totally still, keep those abs up and in, and the low back pulled up into the, pushed into the mat, really pulled into the mat. All right, put that leg down. Hopefully you don't have a cat under your foot. And then lift the other leg. Using your breathing. Never hold your breath. Keeping that low, keeping the core really still. Everything is coming from the powerhouse. That's from Pilates. I also teach Pilates and I borrow a lot from it because it's such a great practice. Okay, so now we'll take this, the first leg again and take it out to the side and try, again, trying to keep the body really still. Okay, and then the other side. So the knee will extend a little tiny bit on the outside. Last one. Okay, so the next exercise is called dead bug, but it's a variation of dead bug. So dead bug is typically like this. So we are going to push, oh, my cat. We're going to use an isometric move here. Take your hand, put it on your leg, and push those together. And then with the other two, we do dead bug. So pushing those, the leg and the hand together really adds to the challenge here. Using your breathing. And one more. All right, nice, and really remember to keep the low back on the mat and your core really still. So pressing this leg and our hand together and extend the other two. Press really hard in this isometric move. Last one. Wow, I really feel it right here. Okay, windshield wipers with the knees. I don't know if you can see it, but my gray cat is on my gray mat under my feet. Okay, so grab your two medium weights. Medium is typically, I don't know, 3 to 8, depending on the day. Well, actually, it's about 4, it's about 5 to 10, but depends on what you're used to. All right, so one leg up, both arms up, low back to the mat, take them down, keep that low back pressed into the mat, pulled into the mat. Lots of control going down, lots of control coming up. All right, hold the leg up, bend the arms a little bit, take them out to the side for a chest fly, working on the pec muscles, the pectoral muscles of the chest. Okay, release that leg and lift the other leg up. Keep that low back on the mat. Do the same thing. Down with both and then up. Hold the leg up. Put the weights together so that they're touching above your chest. Bring them down to the chest and above the chest. So this works a different part of the biceps than we worked before, and a little bit the delts, which are the shoulder muscles in the shoulders. Last one. Okay, going up, let's see what time it is. Woo, okay, I'm gonna go up into a bridge. So put your feet hip width apart. I can't because of the cat, but go up into a bridge, put your arms above your chest. Keep your core really still. So we're gonna keep the core totally still throughout this whole move. Engage the glutes. Take your arms back toward your ears and now bend and extend the elbows, keeping the upper arms as stable as you can. So we're not moving the upper arms at all. We're trying to keep them right here. And that way, that makes it way more effective for the triceps. The triceps are the biggest muscles in the arms. They're those three big muscles in the upper arms, in the back. And it's really important to keep strong triceps for everyday living. Coming down with lots of control always, and one more. Nice. Okay. Putting the weights down, let's stretch. So circle the wrists. And figure four, put one ankle on the other leg, bring that leg up and rock. And then the other side. Lie on your side. And slowly, when you're ready, press yourself up. You can take as much time as you need. And you can always stretch after class too, if you need to take more time. So, cat cow. Putting one leg out to the side. If that bothers you to have your knees on the mat, then you can always stand up and do similar stretches for the inner thighs. You could do standing lateral lunges. I know I went 10 years without being able to do this because of the knee injury. So I know people have injuries, so you have to think about other ways to stretch. Okay, the other side. So I'm going to end sitting, but feel free to, you can do whatever we're doing now, standing. Putting one arm up, going to the side, keeping both sitting bones on the floor, opening up the side body, back up and go to the same side again. You can always do a little bit more stretch the second time. And then the other side. Inhale, exhale. Roll the shoulders and roll the shoulders back and then the arms back. Look to one side and the other. So that workout with all those abductions today, that was not easy. So yay for you. Look down to your right pocket and your left. Of course, if you don't have neck strain, you can do these. Big breath in. One more big breath in. Yay for you. Thank you so much for coming. And I will see y'all next time. And always let me know if you have questions or anything like that. Yay. Bye for now. Yay. Bye, Libby. Bye, Pat. Bye, Kathy.